Hi everyone. It's raining right now, but the show must go on. There was very disconcerting and wild things happening the evening on Saturday, July 13th, 2024 in Butler, Pennsylvania. And now I'd like Sailor Dennis his take on it.
Okay. Hi everyone. Again, thanks for tuning in to our podcast. And fortunately, we're in good shape still. The Golden Warrior is alive and well. And as we spoke about earlier in this broadcast, it was the product of divine intervention.
Yeah, it was definitely divine intervention. They wanted to take him out. Joe Biden might still be running it. He would have been taken out, but thank God, with the divine intervention, he's still with us, and he still wants to go to do more rallies. And I think in these next rallies that he's about to do, whatever state and city, he needs that security to be leveled up. No offense against women, but we should not be having women Secret Service that were too small and short to defend Trump. It should be all male Secret Service only. No DEI hired boss or vice president. We're past that now. We did that in the 2000s with the way Obama and McCain were doing things. But yeah, that was first of all, they say it was a 20-year-old shooter. But there's still a lot of questions. Was there a second shooter? What really happened? The main thing is they wanted to kill the former president, and that should have never happened. The security that day should have been way better than it was, right?
Absolutely. There were a ton of mistakes, and the lady at the top who so bravely said, well, I'm responsible for it all. She wasn't willing to give up her job. How can you assume responsibility with no punishment? When you make a mistake, you're supposed to be punished for the mistake.
And she never answered none of their questions, not one of their questions.
Well, now it's been done for her. She had the choice either resign or she was going to be fired. So she chose to resign. I don't think she should have had that choice. She should have just been fired, and that's it. That's life. That's life in the real world, in the non-government world, where we make a mistake. You're fined, or you go to jail, or you're fired, or whatever the case may be. But anyhow,
and whoever orchestrated that on that evening, unfortunately, had lost a solid fireman guy, was just trying to protect his family. A 50-some-year-old fireman guy died and can't protect his daughter or wife anymore because he got taken out by whatever they were planning that day. So rest in peace to the respectable fireman guy in his 50s. There's not really too much else to say about this except I found it was really disrespectful that they said, they missed, or try again, you missed. Like, who says that? As much as Republicans or Trumpers don't like Biden, we weren't trying to off him or have him die from something. He messes up on his own without all that. We don't want to kill anybody else on the other side, but the sick heads of you guys want to kill Trump because you think he's all kinds of things that he's really not. So.
Well, the vitriol against Trump by some of the folks on the left it's irrational. It's completely gone wild. I don't know what generated this type of vitriol, where you would even think of saying, well, it was a bad shot. I wish it would have hit him.
That's a really messed up thing to say.
I mean, Joe Biden is not he's not the apple of my eye, but I wouldn't want to see him, even though he's a thief and a pedophile, and he's an enemy of the country. He's committed treason. You know, all these things. The Biden crime family. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him executed. I'd like to see him in jail where he belongs.
I think a lot of other Trumpers will agree with what you just said as well, and the way you stated all that. So that's basically our main high points about that day, and hopefully that never happens ever again with that. But we got, in our next topic, on a lighter note, we're going to be talking about the positivity of what can be the future generation of Trump with the vice presidential selection. So we'll see you in the vice presidential selection next. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Sailor Dennis and Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out to the vice presidential zone.